morning, Marv here, onerepatatime.net. Today we're doing an exercise tutorial video about the dumbbell Arnold press created by Arnold Schwarzenegger. So, big fan of these. They hit all three heads of the shoulder, unlike your traditional overhead presses. So with all of our exercise tutorial videos, I'm going to show you the proper execution setup, coaching tips, mental cues, all of that good stuff. So watch how I do that. Then I highly recommend when you're doing your first few warm-up sets or even your working sets, if this is a brand new exercise to you, to keep me in your ear, so to speak, because I'm going to go step by step of how to properly execute this move. Now, I am a fan of doing these standing as opposed to sitting. You will not be nearly as strong standing as you would be sitting, but let me explain why I prefer that. Whenever we're on our feet, it's head to toe involvement. My legs are having to support myself, my low back is really getting a lot of work, as well as my core to stabilize everything. I love to work head to toe, those bang for my buck exercises. When you're sitting, you will be stronger, but during this movement, because our hands are rotating from in front of our body, out wide and pressing upwards, our shoulder blades are going to be going from a protracted position, so they're spread nice and wide here, to being retracted, so they're going from being spread out to coming together in your back. If you're sitting on a bench, especially if you're really driving backwards, that bench back or the seat back, whatever you want to use, can kind of impede the progress of your shoulder blades. And when you're going really, really heavy, that can prevent you from getting full shoulder retraction, which could lead you open to a shoulder injury. So that is my stance on doing standing versus sitting. Now, if you have a bad lower back or your lower back is really tight or giving you issues, say you deadlifted or squatted, then yes, I don't want you to aggravate it, but I prefer to be standing. So with this exercise, we're going to have two dumbbells. I'm going to do this standing only for today. So without the dumbbells, let me show you the exercise. We're going to come here with our palms facing ourselves. Our shoulder blades are spread, so meaning they're protracted. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my elbows nice and wide. My shoulder blades naturally will come together. Then I press up. And I simply come down and reverse that movement. Now at the top, notice I'm stopping short of elbow lockout. So I don't want my elbows locked out. I want them just short of that. That way my elbows and ligaments are not doing all the weight supporting and my muscles are still getting activated. So boom to boom, boom to boom. One more time. Elbows facing me, elbows together, palms facing me, spread out nice and wide. Press up. Make sure your shoulder blades are retracted as you're pressing up, so your shoulder blades are squeezing together. There's really not a whole lot of mental cues or tips other than trying to bring those elbows nice and wide and then pressing up and then like looking through the window. So I don't want you to look up. I want your head to kind of go a little bit through the window as you press upward. So the side angle right here. Notice I'm doing this. I'm not looking up. Okay, it'll keep your shoulder blades retracted. Other than that, pretty much execute it, and yes, prepare to be humbled. So, shoulder width stance, okay, bring them up, palms facing me, elbows together, here we go. Bring them out wide, shoulder blades squeeze together, press up, look through that window, and reverse. Palms facing me, spread out wide, boom, and come back down. Palms facing me, spread the elbows out wide, shoulder blades pinned together, press up, stick your head through that window, and come back. A couple more guys, boom, up, stop short of elbow lockout. Keep going. A few more, elbows wide, press up, shoulder blades retracted together, come down with the shoulder blades spread out wide. A few more. And last one. Out, press up, stop short of lockout, control it back. Boom, carefully set them down. That is how you do a standing dumbbell Arnold press.